Hello, hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. It is a glorious day because you're here and because it's Miss Sarah today.
Hello. Hello, hello.
And it's always a good day when Sarah's around.
Oh.
So, all right, but I am here every single day. I am that bad penny. I'm here every weekday, weekend, holiday, your birthday, my birthday. And other than 2 emergencies, I have been here every single day for over 5 years. Seriously. So we can go through the news together. It's news with friends
Yes.
and tarot and astrology. So we have epic troll slayers. Thank you for keeping us safe. And we've got a fantastic community because you have been so nice to each other, so nice to us. Thank you.
Yes.
And if you're watching on replay, also thank you. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. Miss Sarah will be kind enough to timestamp as we go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you could watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works for you. So.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You had it open 2 tabs. Okay, so you're not getting an echo. Okay, good. All right. Amy Jones says news is getting scarier every day. Well, you know, it's going to be a rough few weeks right in through here, but it's okay because we can go through it together. Thank you, Nettie.
Yeah. One thing that I've learned is in tough times, I hate to say, for lack of a better term, the opposition always would prefer that one feels alone. You conform more when you feel by yourself. You get tired. You lose your fight when you feel like, well, this is it. It's just me. But that's not the case because we have each other. So.
Oh yeah. And yeah, we're not doing that. So.
No, we are here. All right, y'all. Whoo, goodness gracious. Are y'all ready? Because we are opening with mess today.
Well, if I'm correct, isn't it Rudy Giuliani who is by definition the very embodiment of mess?
Yes. So if you remember, just a few days ago, the judge was like, "Thou shalt behave, or thou shalt be yeeted to jail. One more contempt, and that's it." Do you remember like the little thing about the little bunny foo hopping through the forest, and the thing comes down and says, "No more chances." That's the fairy, and Rudy is little bunny foo. So
little bunny Rudy.
Little bunny Rudy, yes. So guess who didn't show up to his court hearing today?
Oh man.
No reason given.
Oh man.
They're like, why? And his lawyer's like, so court was adjourned till this afternoon. The judge was like, I can't with this. We're going to get back together this afternoon. So considering the warning he just got last week, will a bench warrant end up getting issued or something that equals real punishment?
Oh, yes, please. Amy Jones, I agree. I love Sarah-isms. Oh, boy. Okay. Rudy. Get a contact high just reading on this guy. Oh, Joyce says, don't forget the Hamilton question. It wasn't in the description box when I checked.
Joyce, thank you.
I did tell everybody yesterday that you were saving a Hamilton question because it's Hamilton and you love Hamilton.
Yes. So. Let me make that. Thank y'all, because my brain is like Swiss cheese these days. So thank you.
Oh. Let's just say, see, it's still, no matter how long I do this, no matter how many years I do this, there is still a part of my brain that was raised properly. And a part of my brain that's like, well, if I got in that much trouble, man, I'd be on the straight and narrow. And if I had already been held, and it was being held in contempt, or I was about to be held in contempt, and I had just been warned by the judge, next time, darn tootin', I would be there. I'd be complying, right? Not this guy. That partnership that feels like Shamos and Ruby Freeman, who I believe are mother and daughter.
Yes.
So they're in this partnership. They won. They. My understanding is they won the case. It's just a matter of getting the stuff to them.
Yes.
Rudy, hanged man. It did not go well.
Mm-mm.
Page of Pentacles. He's pretending he doesn't have money.
Mm-hmm.
So is after today, and they're putting things off this afternoon, is he going to get on the straight and narrow? Is he going to show up and be the man he should be?
Mm-hmm.
Fool card. Two of Pentacles. Very shaky. He's a fool, and he feels a little bit like he might show up a little having imbibed, perhaps, or... So let me ask 3 cards here. Is this vile... I don't usually call people lushes, because alcoholism is a disease, what have you. But when you're not trying to get better at all, you're just destructive and cruel. Yes, he is. Lois, I'm so sorry. Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to juggle too much in my head at the same time.
You're good.
Oh, Miss Gibson, I love this deck too. This is the Aquarian Tarot. All right, so is Rudy going to get unpickled in jail?
He's not pickled, he's distilled.
Undistilled. Hello, Angie. Angie from Feisty Butterfly Tarot's in the chat. Do follow Feisty Butterfly Tarot. She's a sweetheart. All right, chaos. It's drama triangle central. It's his life is. It's a cul-de-sac of the drama triangle. There's just he's just going around and around and around and around. Chris Matthew says that Judge will give Rudy one more chance. Why? But then he's just chaos. He's a drama king. 3 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. He's unapologetic. He doesn't believe that he should have to give up any money. This feels like he's, let's say, partying. That's him. And this is his, because he keeps saying awful things.
Yeah.
To the point where the judge was like,
is this going to stop? No, because he honestly believes it. Okay, well.
That's what that says. This is MAGA communication. There's him, man with money. This is the partying. And he's on the drama triangle. So, yeah, okay.
Sherry, I'm going to take that and tweak it. So forever he'll be Rudy Coludiani.
Yep, I like that.
Rudy Coludiani. Thank you. All right. Moving on at 9 minutes even. Cosmic Goat Lady has a question. So, the hypotheticals here. Will the rest of the world get so ticked off about Trump's stupidity that they place sanctions on the U.S.A.? Or will foreign countries seize Trump's assets for threats to their countries?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because he just did that interview where he was asked about Panama and Greenland and if he was still considering trying to take them by force. And he's like, yeah. And then they asked about Canada, and he was like, well, economically, it wouldn't have to be military force. It'd be economic force. Okay. Sure, Jan. Go ahead.
I saw a really good video about that. And basically the person who was doing it was a short a video about Trump wanting to take Canada and said, and she was just laughing. She was laughing hysterically. She's like, "You're going to try to take Quebec.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to try to take Quebec. The street signs aren't all in English. And the French has to be bigger than the English. And you think you can take Quebec.
Good luck there. Yeah.
It does feel like other countries pulling together against us. All I can hope is that enough of them remember that we're not all behind this jerk.
Correct.
The only thing I think that's saving us at this point is by the memory of Biden, the memory of Obama, the memory of Biden, and the fact that the felon only won by a very tiny margin. But it's still, this is not. We've lost a lot of. That's the end. We've lost a lot of credibility in the world. So
yeah, it's going to be a heck of a goodwill tour after all this is said and done. Yeah.
Trump's always looking for his ship to come in, his benefit. Legal decisions, a lot of money, because of course he wants to take. He wants Greenland because he's not going to have to pay for it. Taxpayers will, but he can get some prime deals to make money from it. His cronies can get some prime deals to make money from it, but the actual hard part,
yeah.
Magician, he's just using his resources for his own good. Knight of Swords, there's some legal stuff. This feels more legislative, like legislators, politicians in different countries, and pulling together. What I get is that Trump, the felon ran for the presidency to keep himself out of prison. And, but he doesn't actually want to do the job.
No, he didn't want it the first time.
Right. He's rolling in at 11, 12 o'clock, having executive time. But what I get is, this first part when he's first in. Are you okay?
No, I'm listening.
Okay. This first part when he first gets in is he's going to try to get a bunch of stuff done, and there are a few executive orders that are going to go into effect. But things are going to get things are just going to get harder and harder and harder for him, because what they're trying to do is so extreme. And I don't care what they say about having a mandate. You only have a mandate if you have enough votes to overcome a filibuster. If you can't overcome a filibuster, if you can't come up with 66% of the votes in the Senate, depending on what it is, you don't have a mandate, and it's razor thin. It feels like he's going to just start golfing all the time. I mean, he did before, but it just feels like within months, it's just, Yeah. He's bored. He's done it before.
Oh yeah. Well, along those same lines, concerning Denmark and Greenland et al., Martina says the Danish PM said that Dumpy had not taken back his threats towards Denmark, and the GOP is now drafting legislation to make it easier for him to get Greenland by any means. So will he actually succeed with Greenland? I don't think so. My thing is
I hope not.
Yeah.
My concern is that, do you remember when there were all those questions about will Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C. become states.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept getting 54, 54, 54, 54.
Mm.
Yes,
Yay.
DJ. He'll lose interest and his ghouls will be doing the damage. Yes.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
No, I was saying absolutely. I was agreeing with you.
Well, I am getting a day late and a dollar short for the reading, but that's might be just our hopeful thinking. Two of Swords. Lovers. So who's willing to go along with his garbage? How many MAGA politicians and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I do have the Three of Cups in the middle. Democrats are going to hang together, which helps. But then I get a Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. I am hoping he was not paying attention to the Russian serial killer,
Mm-hmm.
Who initially got Crimea by just walking a bunch of people in.
Any day now, Dumpy will pull off his mask, reveal George Santos, say he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those pesky kids.
Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
Ten of Cups for the reading. Again, this is us.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't do something like this, but I've got a group of MAGA. I've got a death card. I've got the King of Swords, military.
Ooh.
I've got the Tower, and I've got the Knight of Swords.
Stop it.
Exactly.
What? No.
So is the U.S. really going to try to take? I'm saying the words is just hysterically laughable.
Yeah, I can't. Oof.
Try to take Greenland by force. There aren't even penguins standing there going.
Does he realize that Greenland is the one with ice and Iceland is the one that's green? Like, does he know that? Like, you're not putting a bunch of golf courses in Greenland. It's just
Page of Swords. So it's not a good plan. Six of Cups. Democrats again working together. Yeah. But I've got the Devil in the middle. I've got Queen of Pentacles. He's got a bunch of ultra rich blankety blanks trying to convince him that it's trillions and trillions of dollars in mining and oil, and says that they don't care about the environment.
of course not.
So yeah, this, according to this, it's not going to go away anytime soon, and I'm really not. I'm getting the moon. I'm not liking this.
Well, that's fun. That's just
yes, Kelly, and water passages. That's true as well. But man, but the thing is, water passages don't necessarily get put money in Trump's pockets, but mining would. And by the way, yes, between readings, I am putting a clear coat on these nails because I can't stay in that energy constantly. So I'm doing something productive.
I got
These are matte nails, and I think they look better. See, they're matte. Actually, in person, they are road cone orange. This does not look remotely as bright as they are in person.
Yeah.
But that's the matte version.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, that's a matte version. That's the clear coat version. So, yeah, putting some clear coats on there.
Sherry W. Yeah. It's he would be violating the Constitution and everything. He doesn't.
No,
He doesn't.
Not a bit.
No, he doesn't care. At 2030, PIMDA has a question.
Mm-hmm.
An important question. Have the National Archives and other government entities made enough adjustments to secure our documents?
Oh, good question.
Yes.
Very necessary.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. No, Night Moon Glow. We know Greenland's also a distraction. I mean, Human is, he's wearing his jack boots to work every day. Yeah. If you thought Stephen Miller was vile. So, National Archives, secure our national top secret documents from the felon. There's only so much they can do. This is empty holes on the shelves of stuff missing, wind whistling through the empty spaces on the shelves. 10 of Wands. Yeah, he walked off with a lot. Adding insult to injury. He's going to continue making the same kind of decisions. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. So they can try.
Yeah.
But there's only so much they can do. How anyone could vote for this guy, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Sherry, I see what you're saying about the Supreme Court and not even them be able to save him, but if no one enforces it, it doesn't matter what it says.
Right.
We're
going to get through this.
We are. We have each other. We have each
other. Yes. And Sarah knows, when I start getting stressed, I start puttering.
Yes.
I'm going to do something productive. It doesn't have to be earth-shattering. Could be some mending. It could be creating some graphics that are not time sensitive. Amy says, Amy Kircher says, hard to wrap my head around someone being more vile than Stephen Miller. Well, the thing about Stephen Miller is just stinking up an office somewhere.
Yes.
Whereas jackbooted Human wants to actively go into blue cities and start rounding people up.
Yeah. Yay. All right. Cosmic Goat Lady has another question. And again, this is just on the scale of possibilities. Could a foreign entity release what they found out about the Mar-a-Lago case info to the news and the rest of the world in attempt to get rid of Trump at the last minute? Is somebody somewhere, is there going to be a foreign entity that's going to be like, I'm going to try to save you and throw you a bone?
No. I like that Ann Human, the Kardashian.
I love that.
By the way, I always thought the neck ridges on Cardassians, if you've watched Star Trek Deep Space Nine, you know who the Cardassians are. They're jackbooted thugs. They're just aliens. But they've got these necks that kind of like ridges right here on their necks. And I always thought that was just, some like a shell or something. Apparently they have two spines. I don't know how that would work, but
okay.
I only know about that because I read so many of the Star Trek books. This is just awful. are they going to release something that's hoping for a Hail Mary? But, using, somebody using all of the resources available to them, but I've got a MAGA victory and a King of Pentacles Republican king.
Yay.
No. Here we are.
All right.
Laura says, I thought Autumn said Kardashians, not Cardassians. I know, right? Actually, I've talked about Marjorie Orr, and she has an astrology blog on there. She covers the astrology of various news stories, and it's ORR. So if you go type in Marjorie Orr, because I think it's *4cast.com something. Anyway, just type in Marjorie Orr with 2 R's, and there's great stuff there. And I just read. She just did an article about the moon and how the moon in your chart, what it might say about your mother, and why different siblings will experience, what their mother was like in different ways.
This is very Freudian.
Well,
sort of. Yeah. But no, I mean, it's astrological Freud. I get it. But keep going. This is interesting.
Because the example she gives, she starts listing all the Kardashian daughters, and going through each of their charts and where their moons are indifferently, and how they view her and have interacted with her, their mother, and how they've experienced it differently. And it makes, I didn't know, I know nothing about these people really, but it made sense to me that Courtney, the oldest, is an Aries, from what we've seen of her. That very independent. Chloe is a Cancer sun, which makes sense because she's more emotional.
Out of all of them, she's the one I like the best. If I had to pick a favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I think she said something about Kendall having a prominent Uranus in her chart, because she forges her own path.
Yeah.
She's not Kris Kardashian's puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I got through part of that, but I just wanted to I just want to mention that there was a particularly good article, and they were so you mentioned the Kardashians, and it's like, yeah, I was reading an interesting article about that. So, and it's interesting that and of course your mileage may vary, but I personally, I do find that what goes on in my chart makes sense, because traditionally your sun represents like your father figure, and your moon is more like your mother figure in your life. And if they are in any aspect to each other, that might have something to do with how you view them in your life. And my parents, there's also like fourth house is on the cusp of my fourth house, which is your home house, is in your childhood. It's Leo. And my parents are very much, growing up, they were very, like, dealing with my parents was like trying to row an ocean liner, because they were both so strong-willed, and they wanted really strong-willed daughters, and they, but my sun and my moon in my chart are trine, which is the most gentle, comfortable aspect. And while I'm not saying my parents have had just this perfect, everything's just bunnies and roses, they have been married for 60, what year are we in?
25.
This year it'll be 63 years.
Very cool.
So anyway,
that is awesome.
I just wanted to, I know this does have to do with politics, but just thought I'd share.
No, you're good. That is actually good information to know. Some of you brought this up in the chat here in the last couple of minutes, and it is number 6. Lisa wants to know, Ron Go-Go Boots DeSantis just chose Florida AG Ashley Moody to fill Mark Rubio's seat. Apparently, Moody is a Trumper and supported Trump's efforts to overturn the election. Good choice?
For whom? Is it a
Well,
good choice for whom?
how will this work out? How will Moody's tenure be?
Senator Ashley Moody, Trumper.
Yay.
Are you with the idiot or the felon? So many of these people that we have to keep straight. And then new people show up after all these years, and it's like, really? You've seen the whole, all of this, and you're on board. Okay. Children in cages and 34 felony convictions and adjudicated R word and insurrectionist and having tried to unalive the vice president. First card is the devil card. So corruption. Yeah, not nice. 9 of Swords, sleepless nights, worry. There's the moon, chaos. 3 of Wands, she's waiting for a ship to come in, or watching. She's expecting her ship to come in. Ace of Wands. She will be a big force for MAGA in the Senate. But card for the reading is the 7 of Wands, which is on the defensive. So MAGA on the defensive. Let me see if I can get some clarification on that. She's awful, and she is dyed in the wool, MAGA. Oh, so I just saw it go by in the chat. I'm so sorry I missed it. When will we get our country back? I can't see who asked it though. Ashley Moody. When we start winning elections.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she is aggressive and awful. We're hoping that she's just another minion, but tower burden of the far right. Like she wants to go in and make changes. There's 6 of Cups. We want the past. We want calmness. We want, everybody. Dang, it's 7 a.m. But her 7 of Swords, so legislation, and this is a thief card with the 6 of Wands, that's thief, MAGA victory. So we know you need to calm down, but the word that's coming to my mind is hellion. So
yay.
Lovely. Yes, Kelly, make politics boring again. Please.
Please?
Yeah.
Yes.
Amy Jones as a Senate is a whole different thing than the mud pit in the House. Not if she has her way. Yeah, it's not what it used to be.
All right.
And yeah, after that energy, I'm painting another nail.
There you go.
I need to. It's going to be a hard few weeks. Get out your fidget spinners. Get out your.
If you do adult coloring books, that's fabulous. If you knit, crochet, diamond painting, anything that you can do that's busy work.
Right. Sudoku. Sudoku's good. Crosswords. And like I said, these have been matte for the years I've owned them, and now I want them to be shiny.
And there you go.
Quilting. And I've got quilting's good. I have an entire bag of things I need to mend.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got to rearrange my nails. Ever since my osteoarthritis got really bad in my one hand, I can't wear the really long pointed nails anymore because it's too obvious. So I'm gonna have to rearrange all my nails and get rid of those and just stick more with the medium square. And this is, just be productive. What can you do?
Jean, I'm with you. If you write it, I want to know what fandoms you're in because I want to read it. So, Chris Cool baking mini pies, absolutely. Okay. So, 3550. Patrick wants to know, how does Jack Smith really feel about Garland's slow walking of everything Trump related?
Ooh. Oh, Amy Sanders, I hope it goes well. You poor thing. All the best to you.
But guys, just remember, even if things feel bleh, we're here. We have each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's even when you just want to scream into the void, and sometimes you need to, and that's okay. Sometimes the best thing you could do for your mental health is to grab the closest pillow and then just scream as loud as you can. Amy, thank you.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Amy gifted 5 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Also, I just want to agree with, I agree with a lot of what's going on, what's being said in the chat. But Lisa Graham was saying playing Scrabble with the computer or clean out the kitchen catch-all drawer. That is exactly the kind of those little, just as you will get a little sense of a feeling of productivity. Just just try to keep being productive, or at least do some self-care. Don't let these jerks derail your life and live in your head rent-free all the time. Do anything else as long as it's not destructive.
Yes. So
Marianne Coates says, great clearing time now. Unload the burdens. Oh, decluttering,
yes.
recycling.
Yes.
Oh, Bernadette, thank you so much.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank you. It makes a big difference. Thank you. Amy Albert says, I do artwork. I'm learning to play the guitar. Good.
Hey.
And if anybody could help, send some prayers to Deanna, Franco's friend. Bless.
Oh, honey.
Hollywood is wondering, will removing pins from my Trump doll make me feel better? I guess putting them back in.
Take them out, clean them off real good. You know, make sure they're not dusty, and then put them back.
Well, or I'm just getting this mental image. Do you know those pins for sewing that have the big ball on the end, the little colored ball? I'm just picturing, if you put them closely enough together, it's like a smooth surface, or it's like a surface, those balls all close together. And I'm just picturing this doll, it's all just smoother from just the sheer number of pins. It doesn't hurt anybody. That's why we can joke about these things.
I wish whoever had the doll of me would just give it a back rub. Like, that's just so that would be lovely. But yes, so Jack Smith, how's he feeling?
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
Disgusted about the whole thing. Because he's gone back to The Hague, hasn't he?
Well, he's definitely quit. So I don't know if he's physically left the country yet or not. I would assume so.
I thought I heard somebody say he had.
Okay.
Like he was on his way already overseas or something. So I'm assuming,
yeah,
he's going back to the Hague, to his old job. or some variation thereof. And what I'm getting here is the Trump and his ilk were managed to stick together. Absolute chaos, but it's behind him now. He's done. He's washing his hands of the whole thing. Ace of Pentacles, he sees what's happening. But King of Cups, King of Pentacles, he's going back to his old, what he was doing. He's going to go deal with all of that over in The Hague or wherever he's going. Chris Cole says, I heard he's back in The Hague too. Okay. So he's disgusted, and I don't blame him.
Yeah. Well, and M. Kelpie has an interesting question. Is Mark Meadows in witness protection?
No. By the way, if I sound annoyed, it's not at you. It's not anybody asking the question. Patrick, the question was, how does Smith feel about Garland? The same as he feels about the others.
Yeah.
It's nobody's willing to be brave and step up.
Just frustration.
Yeah, but he's putting it all behind him. So, I'm sorry. Where am I?
Meadows in witness protection.
That idiot. There's the insurrection. There's the justice card. There's the Four of Wands. No, he's still trying to get things. Last I heard, he was failing, but he was still trying to either get things moved to federal court so he could try to get a pardon, or he was trying to, okay. I've joked about this for years that, I do my Mark Meadows impersonation, which is him on the day of the insurrection. She said he was just sitting there scrolling through his phone.
Yeah.
That's that profile and courage. So.
Yes, Chris. Cole, sorry.
Wait. We must discuss. Hang on. The new picture. And Sarah was going to talk about Hamilton. Hang on. Where is it? It's up here. Hang on.
Are you talking about the one he submitted for his official portrait?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Trump's official portrait.
He's an official inauguration portrait for this term. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. At 43 minutes, 15 seconds in, Trump's official portrait. Is he lit from the grave? I mean,
that is
okay.
That is a horrible photo.
Yes, and his eyes are, and the whole, okay. And this is what it immediately made me think of was,
oh my God, that is his mugshot. All they did was run it through something. That's his mugshot.
Well, anyway, it immediately made me think of that.
I love that.
Except he was a good guy.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, a tampered mugshot. Okay. But they're saying that's his official, like a credible news source is saying that's his official.
Yes, that's what he has submitted.
Using.
Yeah, he has submitted that for his official portrait for the inauguration. I was thinking the background, I was like, that's a weird AI background. Like the background is weird. But then y'all pointed out, the coloring is doctored. Y'all. Good eye, y'all. Good eye.
And yes, that was Marty Feldman, who was great.
Okay. Joanne says, I didn't know Satan could be photographed.
Yes, Desert Dawn. He thinks it makes him look tough.
CC Ryder says there's no media reporting Jack is back in The Hague. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I would, if I were him though, I would have my kids out before Monday. If he hasn't gotten the wife and the kids out already, I would have. Yeah. I'd be out before Sunday. Yep. Yeah.
I would too.
All right.
And the thing is if Trump said he's in The Hague, I actually, I wonder if that really is the case because Trump wants to go after him. So somebody was looking up where he is.
That would make sense. Yeah.
But tell us about Hamilton.
Okay. So Chris Cool was talking yesterday about, first off, hang on 1 second, at 45, we'll just say 46 minutes even. 46 minutes even. Chris Cool was talking yesterday before the stream. I was wondering if there's going to be future Biden and Hamilton comparisons with Biden not throwing away his shot. So we know that he had last night, he did his farewell address, and he was pretty, he was, yeah, he didn't pull any punches. It was not a look at everything that I've done. It was, all right, this is where we're at. Be careful, pretty much. But will Biden, with the way that people feel about Hamilton, especially after the Hamilton play, will there be future sort of Biden-Hamilton energetic comparisons in the future? Like, is it, yeah.
Why would there be?
That is a good question, though there was a lot of talk about it yesterday, mainly because I'm assuming that the way that it was coming, the way that people were wondering was just from a, Chris Cool, help me out. Y'all are the ones who wanted to know this. I have another Hamilton question after this I was going to ask, but, no? Okay.
Biden is going to be completely overshadowed in history. See, there's the Wheel of Fortune. So as time moves on, Queen of Cups, he and his, it's actually, he will be remembered more for his who he chose for his vice president. Our first female vice president. Then I've got the Devil, and I've got the Ten of Swords. He will be remembered for Harris, the staggering awfulness of Trump, and he was too old for the job and declining.
Yeah. Chris Cole says Hamilton saved America. Will Biden? That was the angle.
No. But we're not going to lose America.
No.
We're not going to lose our democracy. They're going to do what they can, but no, it's not going to work. But I refuse. I know it seems rude of me to be doing this, but I refuse to.
Sanity, ma'am.
I refuse to sink into darkness and despair and whatever garbage whatever traps they're trying to lay and whatever awfulness they're trying to do. I am going to. What is that expression, Sarah? The one about moisturize, keeping in my lane. What was that? What is that?
Moisturized, thriving, hydrated, staying in my lane. So yes, that's.
And I only mean staying in my lane in the sense of not letting them push me off the road.
All right. Yeah.
So I'm being productive. That's just. I'm going to do little productive things here and there. So.
Joyce, no, I couldn't sing Hamilton on here because that would be a violation of the copyright. And so, no. But here is a fun question.
I'm sorry. I have to do one thing.
Uh-oh.
Da 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 da. Okay.
Yes. For those who have not seen Hamilton, if you have Disney Plus, it is available there. The original cast, they filmed it before they all went off. All right, at 50 even. What would Hamilton think about Trump?
Oh, I've asked this before.
I
There are a
wasn't with
number.
you when you did it.
I know, but there were a few years ago. I actually began each live stream. I went through each of the early presidents up to the late 1800s, and every day, and they're on the covers. And I learned a lot. But let me see. I don't remember the one I did for Hamilton.
Oh yeah, because it said
Let
he
me see
wasn't
what
actually
that-
a president, so it might not. I don't. Would you have read
Oh,
on him?
you're right.
Yeah.
He wasn't a president.
Right.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
What I just sang, that is like so loud in my head right now. Send a full battalion to remind them of my love. All right, what would Hamilton think of? Angry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the thing about the founding fathers is they watched a lot of people die who would otherwise have been alive.
Right.
They had high hopes. They did what they could, but they saw a lot of suffering.
Yeah.
They lost a lot of people who, and it really affected them.
And also Hamilton was Hamilton, they were all flawed individuals. Hamilton was huge on honor, though, to his own detriment. And this man just full out confessed, like put out pamphlets and articles about his own misdeeds, about having an affair, because he would rather people know that he had an affair than someone think that he stole something. So, I mean, he was big on honor, even to his own detriment. Like, as far as being honest.
That does not compute.
I know.
Not even a little, but okay.
But I see where thing.
Yeah. Judgment, casting judgment. Yeah. I'm at the center. I'm getting a whole lot of emotion. How Ten of Pentacles, they were trying to get rid of the aristocracy and the king and all of that. They ended it, and he has strong emotions about that. And then now you get this disappointment, and disappointed that more people haven't stood up to him, and that he's actually going back into office is just like would make Hamilton's head explode.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking Hamilton was a president anyway.
He's on bill, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, head exploding is really what I'm getting. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Amy Jones, that makes sense. Hamilton wanted people to know he never did anything bad while in his governmental capacity.
Yes.
All right. Still not right.
Oh, no, not right.
And I'm sorry, but cheaty bastard, still a cheaty bastard.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, he was a very, very flawed individual. Absolutely.
Yeah, they definitely were. But at the same time, they were willing to stand up against authoritarianism.
I will say though that definitely ended up costing him, because that led to the duel that cost him his oldest son. And then his own later on. So yeah. Yes, Amy, that's the book that the play was based off of. Okay, so Ms. Gibson had a question.
Yes.
at 55:10. Republicans are blaming the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, for the fires. Will he be impeached? I feel that Trump will do anything to get rid of him because he doesn't like him or hates him.
By the way, sorry, you will want to read Jean Hall's comment in the chat about fan fiction. Anyway, okay, so Newsom.
Yes.
Impeached. I mean, basically, you'd need to get Northern California to turn against him.
Yeah.
Is my understanding. I could be wrong. Clue was Sarah said GOP. Sorry, did I miss something?
No. Oh, the Republicans are blaming Gavin Newsom. Yeah, it's the Republicans that are blaming him, not necessarily the people of California. I think that's what he meant. I think it was a girl meant. Yeah.
Interesting. If there was if I cannot think of a better card for California right now than that.
Every picture I see makes it look like Fallout these days. It's so sad.
Mm-hmm. Literal flames coming out of the building. Yeah. Justice, Four of Wands, Lover's card, Four of Cups. Now, do the GOP in general despise California's liberalism, despise Newsom because he's a Democrat? Yes. But it ends with the Empress, and that is America. That is women. That is people who believe in human rights. That is, look, I know he's not perfect. I know there's some people who live in California who are liberal who can't stand him. I'm not trying to whitewash this guy.
No.
But what I'm getting is Democrats on the whole are looking for leaders. We're looking for leaders who are willing to stand up against fascism.
Mm-hmm.
Fascism was a term created by Mussolini.
Mm-hmm.
And it literally has to do with government control and control by companies, corporations. Yeah. You can't have fascism without corporations. But we're looking for anybody who's going to stand up against that. And right now he's got a big spotlight on him. And the right's getting mad, and then there are a lot of Democrats. I mean, the one thing I can tell you is right after the election, the channel almost collapsed.
Yeah. I
mean, the entire channel almost just disappeared, cratered. It was bad. But I kept showing up, and I wanted to calm people down, and I wanted to help. And I started looking at the astrology and what have you. Coming up to the inauguration on Monday, and then for the first few weeks after that, the energy is ugly, and people are stressed, and it breaks my heart. The Terror Party. Thank you, Jane.
That's cute.
This is tough, but we're going to get through it.
Absolutely.
And we're going to get through it together. But but over this next few weeks, you're always welcome, but do try to, find some way to be productive, talk productively, or if you need to vent for a little while, because the energy is going to get ugly. And so we need to all either go into neutral as much as we can over these next few weeks energetically, other than obviously contacting your representative if that can help you, or, there are good things you can do and helpful things you can do, doing some work or donating to charities, all this kind of stuff. But you can't live in that negativity 24/7. Right. You really can't. And we have to make sure we don't. Doesn't mean we're giving them a pass. It doesn't, not at all. But they want to wear us down.
Oh, so yeah.
We say nothing. We comply. We spin our wheels. We focus on the wrong things. And we're not doing that. Kelly said, did someone say there's a new tariff in town?
Francis says, I'm a Pisces. It's hard not to care. No, nobody's saying don't care. But let's try to send positive energy to each other instead of, let's boost each other up instead of I mean, I'm not saying don't worry. There's a lot of worrying stuff. But again, I hate to use the word opposition, but it's easier to control a scared, terrified group of people. They're more malleable. The more that we are, looking out for each other and taking care of each other and going, okay, I want this to change. In the interim, while we're waiting for that to change, what can I do to take for self-care and to help out the people in my community? That's sort of, but you have to take care of yourself because you can't pour from an empty cup. Right. So that whole productivity makes sure that, you are doing, and it doesn't necessarily have to be productive in the traditional sense of the word, just something where you get that little bit of dopamine or whatever. It's like, okay, well, I did this today. I did this, like, little stuff.
Yep.
Take your wins where you can get them. Right.
And I've been very open about my depression that comes and goes. And I'm on a very strong antidepressant, and it's genetic, and that's just life. And when it gets bad, I literally made up a sheet of paper, and it's a list that I go through because I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Or if you're really, really anxious, you don't want to do anything productive or helpful or what have you. But I've been very open about it because I don't think there should be stigma around it. It's easier to ask for help if you know that you can talk about it. It's easier to get help. And also learn from other people. Are there any things they're doing that might, in their lives that you could try to do yourself or whatever. But over these next few weeks, if you need to make a list, if you need to every day get out your list and just work the list. Did I make my bed? Did I have a shower? Did I take care of the pets?
The Finch app is good for that too. If you're not good with the list, it's got a little checklist like that. If you're electronically inclined.
Yeah, it's called the Finch, Finch, the Finch app. But whatever works for you, do it. But we're not giving up.
Not at all.
Nope.
At all.
So, sorry. You want to say something?
Oh, no. I was going to say that's, question-wise, I think that's it for today.
Yeah. Yep. But we are going to get through it. And I refuse. I refuse to, I have had episodes of depression that were really, really bad. And I'm not going to let those jerks bring that out in me. No.
Nope.
No. So I will keep showing up every day, and I will have colors, and I will have you, and we'll laugh, and we will call people out, and we will keep on keeping on because, Anyway, okay. So, this has turned into one of my favorite things to pull up when Sarah's here. There we go. I love that. These are my 4 YouTube channels. We start out before this, and we just calm our nervous systems, empower ourselves, and then we go through the news with friends together. And then Chicago time, Central time in the U.S., we from 3 to 6, we focus on a project. Pick one. Can be absolutely anything. And we focus on that. And then on Fridays, so tomorrow, there should be a new color organization video. Those come out on Friday. So that's going to do it for us. I adore you, my friend. All right. So hang in there. Seriously, don't let them get you down.
Mm-mm.
They're not worth it. These people are scum. And they will not be in power forever.
Mm-mm.
So, all right, hang in there. And you're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. There are. I know it seems like there aren't, but they're out there. And they're coming. All right, so hang in there. And we will see you later.
Mm-hmm.
All right, take care. Yes, exactly, Chris Cool. Thank you. We're not throwing away our shots. Awesome.
Shots. It's for interpretation. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,